Okay, often in fields of research, particularly of the depraved and deranged, there are at times questions and peculiarities that are so blatant and poignant that they are often overlooked and become diluted afterthoughts and meld into the background of other more eccentric questions and perplexations. Now, my dearest degenerates, I propose a most tantalizing yet admittedly unconventional theorem that is so jarring and scandalous yet remains perfectly rational and plausible. Why are anime specimens, be it men or women, so perverted, deranged, unhinged, provocative, and put simply, lewd? A truly riveting and extremely bold question, and while some might argue it's in poor taste to question the intimate acts of the 2D beings, I dare say that many have called me a lunatic and a madman for conducting intensive research into zesty, flamboyantly perturbing topics, yet that never stopped me, and this is no exception. Also, it is quite an amusing notion, because you see, I believe the reason for why anime women and men are so in heat at seemingly all hours of the day at really any given time for seemingly any appropriate or, dare I say, inappropriate reason, and appear interestingly to have unlimited stamina and verbatim when engaging in the segs, is all due to a possible secret hidden authoritative movement by the governing authority of these 2D places. I believe they are adding aphrodisiacs to the water supply. Sounds absurd, crazy even, I know, but listen. By successfully flooding the water supply with effective and efficient aphrodisiacs, the 2D specimen will be rendered seg-starved, and they will become, for lack of a better word, thirsty. They might try and drink more water to calm themselves down, not knowing they are only adding gasoline to the flame that is their lust. They might try and eat food, take a shower, garden, something to distract them from the harrowing, protruding anxiety that is ever growing within their pantaloons, not knowing that they can't escape the water. Water is needed for all these things, and a plethora of other things, and due to them needing water to survive, eventually they will begin to break. However, with the whole populace of this general region, city, town, or province being loaded with more dopamine and testosterone / estrogen than a monster woman in heat, they're bound to find someone to engage in a rather steamy exchange of liquids and sentiments that, depending on how much water they've had, could last for hours on end. One group that I studied lasted 6 hours on end non-stop. I was traumatized. This is not regular lewd gooning behavior. This is a conditioned state of recurring intensified hot, wet, sticky, icky intimacy caused by, as stated previously, a effective and efficient aphrodisiac, which is in essence a solution made from plants or herbs or synthetic chemicals that make the person who ingested it to be very hot and ready for a bona fide slippery good time. Presumably, it also increases dopamine, which in turn increases euphoria and the desire for pleasure, and increases blood flow and testosterone and estrogen, which adds to the culminating sensation. If we were to include this form of variable to the anomaly that is anime specimen degeneracy and perversion, it makes perfect sense. However, it should be noted this is not apparent in all places and in all cities and otherworldly universes, but there are numerous that are not excluded to this theoretical hypothetical that I believe to be true. An undeniable factor that I have found to further instill its prospect involves those anime creatures controlled by 3D counterparts. VTubers. You see, I have found a great deal of VTubers who are lewd-tubers to take consistent water breaks throughout, while in the 2D line of reality, subsequently expulsing and exploding some of the most unhinged behavior imaginable.
Oh, my ovaries, they hurt! Oh, my ovaries! I need to be bred! I need to be bred!
I blame the water, the 2D water. Plus, a rather enticing peculiarity is when these anime women and men return to the 3D space, they are no longer as sumptuous, and the lewd connotations falter and wear away until they return back to 2D. I suggest this is because of the water, riddled with aphrodisiacs. As one might imagine, aphrodisiacs don't last forever. Why this could be carried out is still a mystery to me. Perhaps the population of these areas is far too small. Perhaps the governing body wishes to make these creatures more easy to control and easy to manipulate. To do what? Who knows? Maybe to assemble a army of insatiable thirsty men and women to fully take over and conquer the 3D for themselves, and to invade the other dimensional planes for malicious rule and gain. At least, maybe, in theory. However, I think that's going to have to be a topic for another time. And with that, if you guys enjoyed this video, theoretically you have watched this further than you do enjoy my videos, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, to become a certified researcher or scientist or chemist or what have you. Comment what you think could be the reason for this peculiar, curious case. Share this with your neighbor, high school teacher, your wife, or anybody you wish to spread my undoubtable yet questionable knowledge to. And I'd like to answer another question 9 scientists can answer. Bye. My degenerate.